with this music is so true and so it's just so true that it makes me not want to put it out, but the other side of me really just wants to just start putting music out, even if it's just like music that you don't, it's just like I believe every musician out there that like is about to put music out is always like, should we put this out? Does that sound good? I don't like that part. And I still got to get over that part. But I come to realize that if you make it and you love it and you had so much fun and so much freaking just energy into it, then might as well just release it right now for forever. And that's what I'm going to start doing with this music. But with this album, Sex in the Sky, it is truly an amazing story. It's not even an album. It's basically a story. And it's just so much to it. I mean, you guys definitely need to listen to it to really make up your own story with it. But to me, it's just about what everyone goes through in life. Everyone is going through these hard times. Everyone's going through the struggles. Everyone has broken up with their girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever. Everyone is going through some difficult times. And this music is just for the people that are there, and that it's okay to be someone that, like everyone needs to believe that they are capable of doing whatever they want to do, and everyone out there is important. Everyone is literally the same person, so everyone needs to work together and come together as one and believe in everyone and believe in everything. And this album is just a lot about emotions and colors and freaking just lots of love for everyone out there. I believe everyone's going to feel exactly what I felt when I heard it, so I can't wait till it drops.
That's awesome, and we appreciate you, Brandon, and you know what? You're going to be so proud of yourself when you take this entire album and mostly in your hands from start to finish, and it's going to be like a new sense of accomplishment in your music career, so it's going to be awesome. Can you go a little bit more into the story behind Backwoods? Because we're going to hear it after we're done here.
Of course. So, man, this goes back to, it's a crazy, crazy day. But we'll talk about some Backwoods here. Yeah, that was when I was jamming. I literally started off with just being a folk singer. I had this album called Adventure Walks, and you guys can find it on SoundCloud. It's really a folk album. And then I created Summer of Love, which was more of just like that chill, outside summertime. And we were recording this other EP called For You, and we were so close. We were so close to finishing it. But sometimes things don't often happen the way you want them to happen, and that's all right. And
sure.
But in the making of Backwoods, the making of the whole entire thing, it was absolutely the best time of my entire life. Tony and Mike, those are my homies for life, and I love them forever. And we will probably release that EP still. And Backwoods is obviously just smoking some Backwoods.
All right.
All right.
Is that kind of a celebration of the upcoming legalization of certain things in the state, or just
I believe
Backwoods
it is,
in general?
and we also
Okay.
we had a show on 420, and we decided to drop it on 420, so it's great for everyone.
Oh, crap. We need to see you perform on 420.
Yeah, I know, right? Absolutely. We are not opposed to that kind of stuff here on the show. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we come on here and we drink it up and we do our Fireball and our beer, and 420 never hurt anybody either. It's awesome.
Good time.
But that's kind of the, and when you say that the album's so real and so true, is it like, you find yourself getting into your groove, being yourself, and just laying down lyrics, or is it kind of like, let me sit down, let me put thoughts together? What's it like? Is it more just like on the fly, or do you really have to concentrate hard to come up with ideas?
Man, if I'm feeling something, some type of way, I'll go straight to my room, and I realize that I can save so much money just using my room as a studio, even if it sounds like shit. I feel like whatever, I can work at it and make it sound the way you want it to sound. So usually I start off with just like an acoustic guitar, and the cool thing about this album was it was only recorded with the piano and an acoustic guitar, and vocals.
Oh wow!
Of course.
Yeah,
It's very simple, very simple, but so complex. And I don't know. The reason why I like this album is I can just listen to it and not get pissed off, not get annoyed. I can listen to this album and just like cry and feel it.
Oh,
that's it. That's what people need there right now, Brandon. Like I said, everybody's going through their troubles and their struggles. Every once in a while, like you just need something to chill to. That's why we do it the way we do it here. We're laid back. We have fun. We laugh. We get goofy. We don't get over tight with our questions. And like you're saying, man, like people have hard times. They need stuff to just rejoice to, or let out a good cry, or laugh, or whatever. So hey, man,
Yeah.
kudos to you. That's freaking awesome.
yeah. I mean,
Thank you.
I have all of my favorite Philly artists on my playlist, and you guys are one of them. And when your song comes on, I mean, I could be doing anything. It's just chill vibe out music. I saw you perform at a show with Overwinter, who's one of our favorites. And do you have people right now who, in the local scene, who you just have to shout out? You have to see every time you see them come around.
I would love to have a shout out because I know so many great upcoming bands that, man, I would love to have this opportunity for them. You know, it's about doing the things that people want. Because like when people are playing, like after they're done playing, I'm always the one screaming, clapping my hands because I know that's what I would want from people.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna do a shout out here. Shout out to Philly always. We got In Spirit, The Classic Hunt, Sunchoke, New Alone, The Warhawks, The Flow, Earth Dad, The Cigarette Bombs, Dweller, Most Nagant, Mary Celis from Indonesia. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah. And the Dreambox Mechanics. I have to shout out Andrew
yeah.
Curry, too, because, I mean,
Yeah,
he makes
he's the man.
things happen.
He does.
It's awesome. So you get into the Philly scene. You also do a lot of Westchester. What kind of crowd do you get? Is it a college crowd? Do you see yourself with a mixed crowd? Who is it? Who's messing around with people?
I took a hiatus after 420, and
I bet.
and a big hiatus, and didn't play live. You know, I was just very, man, I really just want to record some music because I've been wanting to do this for 3 years, and I just had no idea how to do it. I had no like driven power to do it, but I finally got up one day and I was like, I'm gonna release an album right now, and I did it. So that's pretty good. And I totally forgot the question. What'd you say?
Basically asking, like, what kind of following do you have? Like I said, because I know you play a lot of the Philly scene. You also play, like, the Westchester area. Like, what kind of people are messing around people? College? Is it college? Is it diverse?
It's literally 80-year-olds to, like, 7-year-olds.
All right.
It's everybody.
That's awesome. I have to ask because, you know, I live in Montgomery County currently, just moved from Northeast Philly, and Jeff here lives in Bucks County. Like, do you ever do shows out in these burbs?
I actually haven't done that yet, to be honest. But what are some good music venues? I could totally try it out.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, I mean, I know some local ones. I'm getting to know the scene, and yeah, I'll definitely give you a list. The Underground is the one that comes off the top of my head here in Lansdale. So, yeah, I'll look around for you, Brandon. I'll let you know.
Thank
I'll
you.
look it up.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we'd love to have you in the area, and I definitely think your music would be easily accepted in the Montgomery and the Bucks County area. A lot of local venues. I mean, your stuff, like I said, your stuff travels. And it's for everybody. It's not too offensive, but it's not too boring. And I mean, it's awesome. So we'd like to get you to our area.
Yeah, definitely.
I appreciate it.
Not a problem. There is a show. I don't know if you can give us a little bit on it, but I got a message from one of your friends today about Fall Fest. That's this Sunday in Thornbury Farms. Can you tell us a little about Farm Fest?
Oh yeah. So it's gonna be a groovy day. This is that when the album's gonna drop. It's gonna drop on the 14th, and I have I think I'm gonna have a little acoustic show in that afternoon at Thornberry Farm. I live so close to it, so might as well play. And then I have this radio station. I'm going to Philly for this radio station, and just to talk about the album and have it released, and hopefully it's a big day.
That's awesome. You have to give us the details so we can all follow you.
Will do.
Yeah, I got an indirect invite for this Sunday, but unfortunately I do have plans. But we're going to catch you definitely soon. Where are some places outside of that? Some Philly shows? Anything lined up where we can see Messing Around?
Of course. We actually, one of the bands I shouted out, New Alone, they hit me up a couple of days ago, and I believe they're on tour right now. And I'm playing with them on October 19th at the Green House in Philadelphia. And I'm playing with them also on the 18th at the Stage in Philly. So that should be a lot of fun.
That's awesome. What's it like to do shows back to back? Like, does it give you a taste of like a legit tour, like the grind?
It really does, and it feels good to have other musicians reach out to me, because I remember when I was all tied up in all the getting shows and everything. It's usually the person that's basically in charge of the band usually does all the bookings, I would believe. I mean, that's what, for me, I was doing all the bookings and everything, but it does feel amazing when your shows are back to back. It's just the best thing in the world. I wouldn't imagine what it's like to do it across the whole entire world.
You're going to get there, Brandon.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to be following behind you. Let me ask you this. Let's say you get a chance to perform a song, an album with one artist, living or dead. This guy steps up to you and says, I want to get into it with Messing Around. Who's the artist? Name one guy, living or dead.
Or band, or people.
Man. I would say my pop-up, Tom Worth.
Is he a musician?
Oh, that's great.
He's actually not a musician. He's more of an actor, but he's still the man.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. If you're listening. That's pretty cool, though. I mean, that's taking... A lot of people would go with this celebrity edge and say, oh, this band or that band. But, you go true to your heart, and that's what we like about you, Brandon. You're true to your music, true to your craft, you're true to your people around you. All we've been talking about for the last couple of days, giving shout-outs and giving props to different bands, which is really cool. Is it something you'd like to do one day, maybe put together your own festival, get a bunch of people together and do it? Do you ever consider something like that?
Oh, my God, yeah. I had a Summer of Love festival a year ago on my farm, and it was the best thing in the world. And
oh, wow.
I was going to do it this year, but, a lot of people are so freaking just on their game, and sometimes you're not on your game, and that's okay.
It's fine.
It's
I'm
tough.
talking about myself. Everyone's like that. I'm like that.
It is. It's tough sometimes to get everybody on the same page, especially for festivals, and even, like I said, yourself. You got your own stuff going on, and it's just hard to know when to make time.
Oh, yeah.
Give us some of your, we might ask you this before, but I always like asking this, and just to keep it fresh. Some of your inspirations, some people whose music I listen to and say, yeah, I want to do that, or some bands that inspire your music.
Okay, like right now, you would say?
Yeah, right now or in the past, the stuff that you like to listen to and say, yeah, I like to do a little something like that.
I really love the White Album by the Beatles.
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
That's an amazing album. Just the cliche. I'll try to think of some newer bands that have a bigger influence on me. I love Peach Pit. Peach Pit is amazing from Canada. Somersault from Texas. Yellow Days from London, and Mary Sellet from Indonesia. And it's just I feel like music in general is just the most beautifulest thing in the world, because you can listen to someone's track and just gain so much inspiration, or listen to this person's podcast and gain so much inspiration, or just freaking do it yourself and just, wow, it's amazing.
Of course, and I have to say, I love your cover of "Come Together." Have you dabbled more into covers, or do you like doing that, or just sticking to your own material?
See, that's a really good question. Right now, I really do believe that covers is the way to get famous and the way to get popular, which I don't do, which I need to start doing.
I mean, you're good at it, and it's just tributes to your favorites, because I mean, they hear the cover and they might say, "Hey, whoa! I mean, this guy's voice. Like, let me listen more."
Yeah,
so,
that's true.
That was a cool cover. Is that you playing the organ?
Oh no. That's my friend Nick, my old keyboardist.
Oh man, sounds awesome.
We're still really good friends.
And I have to
Thank
say,
you.
I really like the song "Pizza Mac and Cheese." It reminds me of Ween's "Pork Roll Egg and Cheese," and I love both of those songs.
That's a funny story. That's a fun story.
Go for it.
Story.
Tell us about it.
So out of nowhere, I was like, I really wanted to just like play some music right now. So I knew this girl that her name is Mary and I knew like she either played guitar or sung or whatever. I didn't really care. I just wanted to play with someone and like just have like a nice writing session. And it was like one of her first songs she ever wrote, and it's like a really funny story. I was like, got this paper out and was like, all right, whatever comes to you, just let me know. And she's like, just like, I don't even know. She said the weirdest things, and it's the funniest things in the track. But I wrote it down, and it's a song now called Pizza and Mac and Cheese.
Dude, her voice, it's like Fiona meets Cat Power. Like,
I know.
Amazing. What's she doing musically? Do you guys ever collab anymore?
Oh my God, I'm pretty sure she might be on this, but we got to do something, maybe get an EP going on, because her voice is absolutely beautiful, and
yeah,
that was really fun because we just recorded it on my shitty mic in my room with like the dogs barking, and it was just so organic.
Yeah, send me her information, because we would love to talk to her too. And if you guys collab, that'd be even better. We would love to have both of you live when we get down to doing our live shows. So it'll be awesome.
I would love that.
Cool.
I will definitely reach out to her.
Awesome.
And always, keep reaching out to us. Like, we got to get down and check you out live, and maybe even do like the goal here for us too is, like I said, get a little better with a little better studio and start bringing in people live and just doing this together. Sit down with a guitar, you jam, we talk, that kind of crazy stuff, and have some beers and the whole 9 yards. Make it like our thing's kind of like we're all hanging out together. This isn't like some tight ass interview show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Philly Coachella. Philly Cella.
Indeed.
So you already said you're kind of jumping out and getting right back into music writing. So after this album hits and people start blowing it up, you're going to get right back to music? You're going to let it just kind of soak in a little bit?
Yeah, I already have two really good singles that I just recorded. The band Mary Sellet from Indonesia, the lady guitar player, she reached out to me and she just sent me the best tracks I've ever heard, and she was like, I need your vocals. So I did those vocals all last night, and it should be releasing somewhat probably after the album drops, just because I'm going to keep the ball rolling and keep the consistency. I think that's one thing that musicians out there, anyone ever, needs to know, is that consistency and just building that momentum and growing every single day and learning and doing it every single day. Someone's going to freaking find you, or you're going to find yourself, and go the 9 yards.
Definitely.
Awesome.
And you keep at it, and you are very persistent with your career, with supporting us especially, which we thank you for. And you're very serious about your music, and it shows and it pays off. So, I mean, we only see great things in your future.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you as well. So the new album is going to be Sex in the Sky. October 14th is the drop date. Just awesome. Like I said, we played Flowers. We're going to come back in a few minutes with Backwoods on there. If you want to take a look and learn more and follow more on Facebook, there is a page. The band is Mesen Around, M-E-S-E-N, Mesen Around. Also on Instagram by the same name, Mesen Around. Of course, you can find our music on SoundCloud. Like I said, I found it on Apple Music today. Messing Around. Check them out. Very much worth it. The amazing and talented and groovy Mr. Brandon Mesen, our guest. Brandon, thank you so much for stopping by. We're going to have you back real soon because we love having you here.
Thank you, man. Love you guys so much.
Thanks,
You
Brandon.
We'll talk to you soon. We'll listen to you soon and have yourself a great evening.
You too, man. Have a good one. Love you guys.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Woo!
All right. Love you. Bye-bye.
Much love.
Let's go!
That's awesome, man. He is awesome.
He's great. I mean,
He really is.
how can you not feel happy after talking to a guy like that? He's just
Tell
so
me, I got like
positive and
I got this big smile on my face, like ear to ear, listening to him talk because he's real. And he was even saying like he didn't know about putting the album out because it's too real, and that's awesome because it's not like a bunch of fluffy stuff. And he even said he'll do it, and it kind of reminded me of us. He said he'll do it in his shitty little room with a shitty little microphone with dogs barking in the background. Does that remind you of anybody you know?
No, not.
Kids
Not at all.
coming in. Some
But
guy wearing like.
You got to be persistent, though. Like, you want something, you keep doing it. Like, there was a time we didn't know if we were going to come back, but you got to want it, and you got to be passionate about it. And he's so passionate, and like I said, like, he always reaches out to me, says whatever he needs to do. Like, he's just a serious artist, and we definitely appreciate that. And, yeah, the music's awesome. Band's awesome. Check them out.
Exactly, and like, and the thing I like, so I said, we don't have this huge staff of people that work with us. We do a lot of this stuff on our own. We do a lot of research. We download the stuff to the show. Me and Jewel get topics, questions, the whole 9 yards. So you send it out to some celebrities, and they might share it, like, oh, I'm on this show, and they might share it once. Brandon shared it a bunch of times. He's got people that he's shouting out to sharing it, and he messages me constantly, dude, how can we do this, or how can I get people to listen here, and how can I do it? He was worried about his friends in California. He's like, I got people in California time. What time can they listen? I just need to know. And constantly messaging to get the details so it all comes out right. And that's amazing. I just thanked him for being on. He sent me a I love you, bro. That's great.
Aw. We love you, Brandon. And
We do love you,
I
Brandon.
have to say that the Yo Show affiliated with Stoop Radio is now on YouTube.
Woo,
All
that's right. We are
current
now.
shows. I will have this show tonight on YouTube, so you can check it out there, because I know sometimes people have problems with our site. Sometimes. So,
Sometimes.
if you want to pause it, especially on your phone. On the computer, it doesn't glitch that bad, but sometimes on your phone, it might glitch a little bit. So, I will have all current episodes on YouTube for your listening pleasure.
Check it out on YouTube, The Yo Show, as part of the Stoop Radio Network. And you can check out check out tonight's episode with Brandon Mesen. You can hear some of his songs. And speaking of which, I hope he's still listening, because that's got to be kind of cool, listening to a show playing your music. Wouldn't that be cool? I get geeked up enough. I get geeked up enough just sitting in my car and listening to replays of us. I'm like, hey, it's me. I can imagine
I can't
like
sometimes. I'm like, oh, no.
So I can imagine how cool it is, like make a song and put it out there and have people playing it. That's got to be really neat. Even
That's
our
crazy. Yeah.
even our humble little show here. So we did play Flowers already, and we love that. And the next one's called Backwoods, and I'm telling you, folks, if you're listening in, and you want to really enjoy this song, turn the lights down, roll left.
Light
now.
it up.
Do it now. Yeah, light it up. Hey, if you got it, light it up. It's called Backwoods. If you don't have it and can't light it up, take a little sip of something, a little beer, a little wine, something. Seriously, get into the
juice.
vibe here. I'm actually going there and turning down the lights in the studio. Gonna let Jewel sit on her side so it doesn't get all weird.
Put my flower crown on. It's fine.
You do. Jewel's got a flower crown on. I'm gonna put back on my groovy green sunglasses you might have seen in the show's preview. Groovy, man. It's groovy. It's like a 420 kind of night. All right, so let's get back. Whoops. Almost lost the lineups of songs. Here we go. All right, so let's get serious. Brandon Mesen from Messing Around. The new album it's just an awesome name. Sex in the Sky. I think it's so cool. Sex in the Sky. This song is Backwoods. He said it's maybe a celebration of a certain smoking thing that might become legal in Pennsylvania.
Smoking the doobage.
Smoking the doobage. Maybe. All right, Backwoods. We'll be back with you in about 4 minutes. Check it out here on The Yo Show, one of our local products, Messing Around. love that. I absolutely love that. I forgot that was in there. We cut it off and started clapping it. That's really cool. Groovy song. Messing Around.
I love it.
Brandon Mesen and Messing Around, our special guest tonight on the Yo Show, and that is a song called Backwoods Groovy. You know what that reminds me of, that song? Picture like a movie about a guy, kind of a rough guy. He meets this girl, and he's like driving out late at night by himself, and he decides he's going to go see her. And that music's playing. And he's like looking through the streets and following the turns and all that, and he finally gets to her. It reminds you of.
Come on. I mean, it is straight out of like one of my movies, like Tarantino or something else cool like that. I love it. I just want to drive through New Mexico and blare it through my speakers.
I want to drive through Mexico, blare it, pick up somebody's wrong suitcase, and get chased through the streets of Mexico.
I said New Mexico. I don't know why I said that.
I want to pick up the wrong suitcase in New Mexico and then get chased through the streets of Mexico. That's like the greatest movie ever. And we'll call it...
Great music, though. Oh, my God. Messing around.
We'll call it Sex in the Sky. Oh, you gotta love it.
Sex in the Sky.
That's the name of the movie. Brandon Mesen soundtrack.
Woo!
That'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
I love it. I'm going to... Hearing that in my head, well, I can't talk tonight.
It's all that excitement.
A lot of excitement.
That's the beauty of it. We get these local acts on. I get more geeked about the local acts than like the nationwide acts.
I swear, sometimes I get like so nervous when I talk to, especially if I like am a huge fan and I go to your show and I like meet the person, or do you know what I mean? I meet them in person. Like I want to do them justice, and I just feel like this music needs to be heard. Their name has to get out there, and I'm just trying to do my part. So we appreciate you, Philly. We love you, and if you're an artist in Philly, you're like, oh, I'm not sure, like, reach out to us, because that's what we're about here on the You Show.
Exactly. He named a ton, and I got to listen to the replay a couple hundred times to write them all down, but he named a bunch of bands, and if you're out there listening from one of them bands, I know a lot of people say, I'm a friend of Brandon's, how can't you be? But if you're out there and you're listening tonight, or you listened earlier, you're going to listen to the replay. We're easy to find. We're on Facebook. It's the Stoop Radio Network on Facebook. It's the Stoop Radio 1 on Instagram and on Twitter. The new name of the show is The Yo Show, but we're part of the Stoop Radio Network, which was our original show, which is supposed to be coming back. It's confusing, kind of needs a playbook to know how it all goes down. That's where you find us.
We've had some big things in the works, I have to say, and I'm just getting more and more excited.
Geeked is the word. We're getting geeked. You could say it.
Yes.
Getting geeked.
A little bit.
A little bit. I get geeked every time I come on this fabulous program. And we're past the 9 o'clock hour, so of course that is when shit hits the fan.
Whew. All right.
I took it easy on myself tonight. I didn't get all jeweled up.
Maybe. Last episode killed me. I was just, you know why? Because I was trying not to talk that much and just sit back and kick it. And man, did we kick it and have some fun.
We sure did. I love listening to the stories, and that's one of the better things. And like, you know, we were talking tonight, and we usually talk about it. We make sure we drive the point home. You know, this isn't like your person calls our person, we'll do lunch, we got a list of things you can say and can't say, and we got to do and you got to have. Just come here, sit down, drop an F-bomb, drink a beer, tell us a crazy story.
Jam out.
Man. Jam out. It's like hanging out. I don't want to say hang out in your basement. We've been there before. Speaking of which, very, very funny story real quickly. We're always available for replay, and I always post the link again, so always feel free to find the replay. If you don't see the replay on the Super Radio Network on Facebook, you can find it at the actual home right now, which is blogtalkradio.com. blogtalkradio.com. You'll have to search the Stoop Radio Show, and then you'll find our past episodes. And my very good friend Lynn messaged me and said that she got into an archive show the other night, last Monday's show, which was with her brother, hockey expert Mark Zamara. And she said she really enjoyed the show. She loved that I gave her a shout out. I mentioned her love of Ron Hextall, and Mark gave her credit for his love of hockey. She found it hilarious that I brought up the fact that she would fight me for an autographed Hextall jersey. And